This opera is a little more tricky than others. There's a lot of musical sequences that are really tight cued, unlike other operas where it could be kind of drawn out, can be kind of improvised to a certain extent. This one has some really tight numbers that they need to really hit their marks on. What I do is I have speakers in these things called rovers, and it allows them to hear the orchestra. So if they're not close enough to actually hear the sound coming from the pit, it keeps them in pitch and also in time. And on these rovers, I also have televisions that the conductor, I have a camera on the conductor. So it allows them not only to hear the pitch of the orchestra, but also keeps them in time with the conductor. That's our conductor camera, and that'll feed the televisions on either side of the stage there, as well as the rover TVs, which are up in the little towers there. Analog TVs have a faster refresh rate. Sometimes digital is a little slower, so if you're off by half a second, you're going to be off. So I have to use analog TVs for the direct feeds on deck. The opera is definitely a different beast when it comes to mixing, because there's no real sound reinforcement. There's not really any real big PA system. I'm just kind of filling holes, meaning the lobby and the backstage and the hearing impaired feeds, just little stuff that wouldn't normally be there if there wasn't any kind of sound reinforcement there.
You're not amplifying it in the house.
Right.
The audience doesn't hear what you're doing necessarily.
Not necessarily, not directly. If they're in the balconies and there's speakers underneath the balcony, it's just kind of fill. It's not a real direct sound. Most of the energy is still coming from the stage. So my sound is amplified somewhat, but it's not. The source is still coming from the stage. It's still directly from their voice.